Okay, it's kind of hard to get my camera in here, so I hope everyone can see this alright. This is the slave cylinder, the clutch slave cylinder in a 1960 Chevrolet C10. I just replaced it, got the part off LMC truck, but I had a hard time figuring out the adjustments, and I don't have the shop manual, so I figured I'd make a YouTube video to tell you what I found instead of you having to try to find the right shop manual if you don't have it already. So, you got the clutch fork back there. Okay, so there's the clutch fork, and then there's the clutch slave cylinder rod right there. Now, the adjustment on that push that goes on the clutch fork is 5/32, and they say just to use a 5/32 drill bit to put in between that push and the clutch fork. That is when you take the clutch spring off all the way, you push the fork to the rear of the truck, and then push the clutch rod towards the front of the truck. Then you're going to adjust that nut down there, adjust that nut off the push so that there's 5/32 spacing. Now, in the shop manual pictures that I did find, that clutch rod was in that hole right there, the hole closest to the bell housing. And after a lot of digging, I figured out that you can switch to that hole if you remove the spacer between the slave cylinder and the bell housing, and that will shift the whole slave cylinder over. And that'll give you a little bit less clutch pedal push to engage or disengage the clutch. So it's a little bit different leverage. Okay, so I'm under the truck now, obviously. Here's that push. I don't know the correct term for it. But if you push that clutch fork back and pull that forward, you can see that little space right there. I'm trying to do it with one hand so the space isn't big enough, but that's supposed to be 5/32. Like I said, take the drill butt. You take the spring off, and then you push that back and push the rod forward. And that's going to be your tolerance. Again, this is a 1960 C10. 3-speed. Yeah, it's pretty, lot of oil buildup. I'm just starting to get this thing moving. I know the fork boot needs to be replaced. That's the next step, and I'm going to get this cleaned up. But if you have any questions, leave a comment.